You are sitting in the lobby. The plastic chair is hard. You have $42 in your checking account. The teller calls your name. She does not look up from her screen. She speaks to you in a tone reserved for broken things. Fast forward 10 years. You walk into the exact same building. You have $1.2 million. The branch manager stands up. He offers you sparkling water. You didn't change as a person, but the math next to your name did. Level 1. Negative balance. You are one tank of gas away from zero. You don't manage your money. You monitor it. You check the app in the grocery store aisle. You put the name brand coffee back. You buy the store brand. You save $3. You feel responsible. You walk out to your car. You turn the key. The engine turns over. You breathe out. Every day at this level is a math equation you are barely solving. That night, an automated subscription hits. $9. You forgot about it. You drop to $33. The bank's algorithm notices. It does not see a human making an honest mistake. It sees a trigger point. A $12 maintenance fee is applied automatically because your balance fell below the minimum. No warning, no email, just execution. Now you have $21. The next morning, a check clears early. It was for $25. You are negative $4. The system executes the trap. A $35 overdraft fee is applied instantly. You are now negative $39. You call the 1-800 number. You navigate a maze of robotic voices. You wait on hold for 40 minutes listening to elevator music interrupted by messages telling you your call is important. A representative finally answers. She reads from a script. She says the fee is valid. She says she cannot reverse it. You ask for a manager. The manager says the exact same thing in a slightly deeper voice. You hang up. You are exhausted. The bank just made money off your lack of money. At this level, poverty is a product. You are the product. Level 2. $1,200. You survived the negatives. You saved a little. You have enough for rent and groceries for exactly 2 weeks. You are not drowning, but you are treading water. You walk into the branch to deposit a small check. The teller processes it. She does not smile. She does not look you in the eye. To her, you are a barcode, a transaction that takes 40 seconds to process before she can go to lunch. Your coworker, David, walks in the next week. David has $200 in savings. David also has a $40,000 auto loan on a new truck and $8,000 in credit card debt. The bank loves David. The teller smiles at David. The branch manager shakes his hand. They offer him a debt consolidation loan at 14% interest. David thinks they are helping him. He thinks he is a valued customer. He is not a valued customer. He is a harvest crop. You watch David leave the branch. He looks proud. You realize something crucial that nobody ever tells you. The bank does not respect money. The bank respects yield. David produces yield. He pays them every month just to drive to work. You do not produce yield. You are cautious. You are quiet. You are invisible. The system ignores you because it cannot bleed you. Level 3. $15,000. You kept quiet. You kept saving. You drove the old car. The app on your phone changes. The maintenance fee disappears entirely. You did not call to ask for this. The algorithm simply stopped punishing you. You have crossed an invisible line in the code. You start getting mail, heavy envelopes with plastic windows, pre-approved credit cards, offers for personal loans with your name printed in metallic ink. The bank is testing you. They want to know if you are ready to become David. They dangle access to capital you did not earn, hoping you will take the bait. You go into the branch. You need a cashier's check for an apartment deposit. The teller looks at her screen. Her posture changes, just a fraction of an inch, but you see it. She uses your first name. She asks if you want to speak to a personal banker about upgrading to a high-yield account. You say no. You walk out. You feel a strange shift in the atmosphere. The bank has stopped acting like a warden. It has started acting like a salesman. You are no longer a problem.
You are a prospect. Level 4. $100,000. 6 figures, the milestone you chased in your 20s. You think you will feel rich. You do not feel rich. You feel a dull, persistent paranoia. You realize how easily it could all vanish if you make one wrong move. The banking app updates again. A new tab appears on the dashboard. Wealth Services. You receive a phone call on a Tuesday. A real human. He introduces himself as your dedicated financial advisor. He invites you in for a comprehensive portfolio review. You accept. You sit in his office. He wears a suit that costs more than your first car. He slides a glossy brochure across the mahogany desk. The paper is thick. He shows you colorful charts. He uses words like diversification, risk tolerance, and growth profiles. He wants you to move your $100,000 into their actively managed mutual fund. He casually mentions a 1.5% management fee. You sit back. You do the math in your head. 1.5% of $100,000 is $1,500 a year. They will take that money whether the market goes up or down. Whether you win or lose, they win. You look at the advisor. You realize he is not a financial genius. He is a salesman with a better script than the overdraft representative. You say no. You put the money in a low-cost index fund yourself. The bank does not call you back. You are not profitable enough to chase. Not yet. Level 5. $500,000. The dynamic flips completely. You don't go to the bank anymore. The bank comes to you. You get a personalized email from a vice president of client relations. She does not want to sell you a mutual fund. She wants to invite you to a private dinner downtown. You don't even like networking. You go anyway. You sit at a long table. You watch men in expensive polos talk about interest rates. You listen closely. You realize they are not talking about the rates they pay on loans. They are talking about the rates they earn on capital. The bank is no longer trying to extract money from you. The bank is trying to borrow money from you.
They offer you a premium checking account. It refunds all ATM fees globally. It provides free wire transfers. It waives every penalty. The things that used to cost you money are now completely free. The paradox becomes glaringly clear. When you cannot afford the $12 fee, they charge it. When you can easily afford the $12 fee, they waive it. The system rewards gravity. The heavier your account becomes, the more it bends the institutional rules around you. You are becoming the gravity. Level 6. $3 million. Private client status. You walk into a different branch. There are no teller lines here. There is no bulletproof glass. There is a receptionist behind a marble desk who stands up when you enter. You meet your private banker. His name is Julian. Julian handles exactly 40 clients. You are one of them. Julian does not offer you credit cards. Julian offers you liquidity. You want to buy an investment property. Julian does not make you fill out a standard mortgage application online. Julian structures an asset-backed line of credit. You borrow against your own stock portfolio with 3.2%. You pay cash for the house. You never sell your investments. You never trigger a taxable event. You realize the fundamental truth about debt. For the poor, debt is a prison. It is a chain that keeps them working. For the wealthy, debt is a tool. It is a mathematical lever to avoid capital gains taxes and multiply force. The bank facilitates this. They do not judge it, they engineer it for you. You sit across from Julian. You realize you are no longer a customer. You are an asset under management. You must be protected. Level 7. $10 million. Commercial integration. You are not just a person anymore. You are an entity. You have an LLC. You have a blind trust. You have a tax attorney on a monthly retainer. The bank treats you like a small sovereign nation. Julian is still your point of contact, but he brings a whole team now. A specialized lending officer, a trust architect. They do not meet you at the branch, they meet you at your home. They do not wear ties, they wear tailored sports coats. They want you to feel comfortable in your own living room. A wire transfer gets flagged by the automated fraud system. It's for $150,000.
5 years ago, this would have frozen your account for a week. You would have submitted a driver's license, a utility bill, and an affidavit. Today, Julian's cell phone rings. He answers it. He says 2 words. It's him. The wire goes through. 30 seconds later. The rules are not the rules anymore. The rules are simply friction for people who cannot afford to bypass them. You bypassed them. You bought the bypass with a 9-figure ledger. Level 8. $25 million. The family office tier. You do not deal with retail branches at all. You do not have an app on your phone. You have a direct, unrecorded line to the trading floor. You have access to private equity deals 18 months before they hit the public market. The bank does not offer you products from a brochure. The bank builds products specifically for you. You want to invest in municipal bonds in a highly specific sector. They create a custom vehicle. You want to hedge a complex currency risk. They draft a bespoke derivative contract. The entire institution organizes itself around your capital. The chief economist of the bank sends you a personalized memo every quarter. The CEO of the wealth management division knows your spouse's name. You are not just protected by the algorithm, you influence the algorithm. You sit in your home office. The wood is real. The view is high. You look down at the street below. You know exactly where they are going. They're going to jobs to pay off credit cards at 24% interest. They are paying the bank every single month so the bank can pay you your 5% guaranteed yield. The machine is a perfect closed loop. It takes from the bottom and it feeds the top. You leave your office. You walk down the street to get coffee. You pass a local retail bank branch. You stop. You look through the glass. Someone is sitting in the lobby. The plastic chair is hard. They're holding a crumpled piece of paper. They look exhausted. The teller calls their name. She doesn't look up from her screen. She speaks in a tone reserved for broken things. You know exactly what is happening in there right now. A $35 fee, a negative balance, a maze of hold music and robotic voices telling them they cannot reverse the charge. You could walk in there. You could hand them the $35. It would mean absolutely nothing to you. It would mean everything to them. But you don't. You keep walking because you finally understand that the $35 isn't the problem. The algorithm is the problem. The system isn't broken, it is working exactly the way it was engineered to work. You didn't break the system, you just climbed it. And the only difference between you and the person sitting in the plastic chair right now is the math next to your name. If you want to change your math, subscribe to this channel. Hit the like button to feed a different kind of algorithm today, and share this video with someone who is still paying the bank for permission to live.